Well, it's hot in the arena, and it's a big game for VP. They're down one map already to Immortals, and as a result, they must win. That goes without saying. We switch to Mirage. I'm a little more hopeful on that map for them, but I still think Immortals' playstyle has looked quite good.
Yeah, Immortals look fantastic, I have to say. They've turned up to this tournament in very impressive style. Inferno was great for them, but like you said, we do move on to Mirage, and that's where Virtus.pro are going to feel more at home. I don't think we're messing around at all here, Matt. We're getting straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Second map is Mirage. Immortals start on the CT side here, Virtus.pro on the T side. 3 sets of armor, set the snacks and Neo with the smoke grenades. Having a look at the buy for the CTs as well. We have a kit for Steel, a couple of flashbangs there. Expecting something a little bit out there, maybe an aggressive play, but Henny and Steel towards the connector. KNG and Lucas, here we go, some aggressive stuff towards that lower ramp.
Our ramp push is actually interesting as well with the Palace positioning. Because with everyone right now trying to sell over toward B, if they go too soon on this and they don't get the information, they'll be walking basically into a reverse position, an angle you wouldn't expect to check. Good shot, bolts onto snacks. KNG gives up the angle toward Palace. He still reads the fact that they've dropped in. Bomb plant is essential. Good shot, KNG as well to shut down Taz therefore. Bomb goes for the plant.
Oh my gosh.
KNG is looking absolutely monstrous. Lucas as well gets Biawi. It's all onto Neo. Just hold that defuse. 10 seconds, feel free. It's all about kill money at this point for Neo.
Absolutely brilliant stuff there from KNG, shutting them down single-handed as they made their way towards the A site. And he gets the final kill as well. Nothing really picked up by Virtus.pro. Did a bit of damage towards bolts. That's it. The bomb gets planted, but a clean sweep from the Brazilian side. Still brings out the shotgun. Famas there as well. Lucas with the M4A4. Not going to see rifles, of course, from Virtus.pro. They will bring out the Tech 9's PD-50 to full commitment. They've got 5 smokes here, though, and we'll see whether they can potentially go for the A execution here. Definitely viable. We'll see if they can get the plant. That's the main thing here. Once the bomb goes down, anything's possible. But we have got 3 rifles available for Immortals here. 2 M4s, the Famas, and an MP7 to work with here. Still on that shotgun. He goes towards the B-bomb side, of course.
Slow play to start again for Virtus.pro. Smoke down A main, Pasha goes through it. KNG doesn't really care that he does. He's adding to his kills very early on. In the castle again so far. Bolts will get Biawi. Bolts will do better than that. From us out of ammo, unfortunately, that means he's out of life, but round to Immortals quite convincingly.
Lovely work from KNG once again. He really is getting fired up now into this best of 3.
And what a player. Let's talk about that for a minute, because going into the qualifier, I wasn't, and even the minor, I wasn't sure I was convinced that this team would recover from losing FNX, making so many quick roster changes. Remember, they had Zeus, the coach, former coach of SK, for them at one point in time. They got rid of Showtime, and then they brought in FNX, and then it went to, obviously, KNG, which I had my doubts about.
Yeah.
He's been amazing in this event for them.
I don't think anyone was that excited at the prospect when he first joined. He was a primary AWP for his former team. Coming to this one as well, they already had Henny. It didn't really seem to make much sense, especially the fact they lost FNX, their, I guess, undoubtedly best player. And to be fair, KNG's been an absolute beast for them. I've been enjoying his addition very much. Looks fantastic. Good HE grenade there as well. Does so much damage. Bialy and Taz and Pasha take that to the face. And there's the bolts now to spray them all down. He's been set up by KNG, and he finds the frags required. Game for the 4th. Can't quite get it, but it's going to be another very clean round there from Immortals. That was the eco from Virtus.pro. 3-0 start, though. Bit of a bonus round situation as well, considering Steel, he's got that shotgun. Same story for Henny with the MP7 as well, but they dropped the shotgun. Okay, no, he doesn't. It looks like they're going to be adjusting the roles as the AWP comes out. Okay. Don't want to go for the bonus round, Matt. They want rounds on the board. They do not want money in the bank.
Keep the pressure on Virtus.pro. Don't give them any room to breathe. Try and choke out this crowd. 6-0 is what KNG sits at after 3 rounds. Henny, interesting position. Is he trying to one-way this? Oh, that is actually so nifty. First time we've seen that all week. No one's off down below. No one going to top mid just yet. I think we may see this again. Yeah, we may see this again because that positioning is so good and no one spotted it. He can get away with it. Sixth man. They don't have an op. But they've got 15,000 vocal cords.
They do indeed. Very default round for now. Something we're lacking on Inferno, I have to say. Henny with the gap as they try and cross to the mid boxes here. Surely don't give them that sort of shot, but Pasha, he gives it up for free. 5 on 4 very quickly, and now they're limited. One smoke, one Molotov to work with here, and Henny, he's still in towards the connector. Doesn't seem to be missing a beat at the moment either.
Smoke down in the window. So they'll contain middle. They still have the player, Taz, working out from the underpass. Man down, they've got to find the next kill. Biawi does. That opens up problems. He backs off A main because he can't go alone on just 3 HP. But he's given position and room to work with toward connector, and they're gonna actually back off that altogether and give up on A because the smoke's down. Biawi unable to contribute to the entrance means a very tight choke point, so back to B instead.
20 seconds though, Matt. Is this the right call? They're going to be stretched here to make this happen. With Bolton still in position as well, it's looking perfect for them. It's going to be Steele with that shotgun. He can completely shut this down. They've realized 10 seconds, the final play's coming in.
Watch that
Steele should be able to shut them down here.
The jump shotgun can work, but not this time. Taz beats Steele. Will be no heroics, or will there? Bolts get 3. Bomb gets denied. Round is over, and Neo has to stay alive. That is incredible work inside of the site again for Immortals. They'll take the first gun round and go 4-0 up.
Yeah, loving this from Immortals. They look like they've got a solid game plan coming into this one today. This best of 3 is going very well for them. We'll have a timer here, so chances to talk about what happened there. As we said, Virtus.pro, the very slow default at the start. Immortals is some nifty footwork. He said that boost out of the window, like a self-jump, that's really kind of intuitive. I haven't seen that sort of play before. I haven't seen anyone get to that sort of position with that smoke down. I think that's going to cause some damage later on. I have to say, the Virtus.pro, that smoke kill. Pash has been killing people with that gap all week long, and it's weird to see him go across so kind of happily towards the mid-boxes. But Bolt, what a spray down that was. Looking very comfortable. Jufeb, Virtus.pro, I think they always were going to lose that round. The fact they had like, I think 7 seconds when they finally committed. They didn't get that first kill straight away. There's no chance that bomb was getting planted. And they're going to be not necessarily force buying into this round. They get maximum loss for this next round. It's Neo who's got that solo AK. We've seen this play so many times on this tournament. It seems to work almost every single time. Tech 9s, PD50s, and still the solo orb for Immortals. They'll be adjusting to the double orb setup, I guarantee that. Smoke goes down in mid once again. Henny, does he go any further this time?
He'll deploy a smoke himself down to the underpass as well as onto the catwalk, but Neo, with the only gun, has made it work so far, and he has to escape after getting Taz in the underpass. Too many smokes by which they could strike back. Oh! Good shot, Henny, as well as Neo tried to get above the said smokes and look toward connector. Oh, I thought he was going to fire.
Yeah, this is looking so impressive from Henny. He's had his up and down games, but this is looking to be a hot one. Bolts with the perfect timing there as well, pushing offshore, takes down Pasha. 4-on-2 situation. Bialy just for the Tech 9 here, but doing considerable damage there towards CT Spawn. I think he gets any more than this, but he could find the timing. Flashbangs all over the place. It's chaos. As Snask is under 30 HP as well. Bialy trying to keep the dream alive here, down to 17 points of health. I think that's it. Final shot will come in. They find 2 kills there, but the solo AK investment doesn't bring them too much reward. They still can definitely buy it for this next round. It was Neo investing in the AK, but he still has $3,800, enough for an AK and head armor. Could opt for the Tech 9 to give him some grenades as well, but it's currently 5-0 now, Matt. Immortals with a double orb setup as well. Now they're getting into it. This is where they're going to be their most dangerous as well. KNG, arguably one of the best snipers we've seen this week. He's looked fantastic. Very, very good. He's on 6-1 right now. That's on the back of M4 kills as well.
It's good to see what's
further here.
It's good to see them giving him the space on the second op as a result of his success. Bolt sprays through, does tag Pasha to 74, but that's insignificant and inconsequential, given he has the op to find an angle. The Polish corner still believes. Get the rest involved. Molotov forces Taz out from hiding a little bit earlier than that of his teammate, so he's got to be a little bit cautious inside of middle while they wait for Snacks to get back in position. No one directly outside of connector at the arch. In fact, the closest player being at window. The push toward A main from Lucas could cause problems, however. If it goes undetected and they try and cross the site with bomb toward default plant position with no smokes, that's going to happen right now. Lucas has no read yet. He's not turned if he does, and he's found. Big kill by Snacks because he could have shut down Neo. Next in line is Bolts. Taz will be the one to guard him as Neo plants. And Virtus.pro have a situation that's winnable. They've also limited the money quite considerably in the previous rounds. Lots of money left for Bolts, lots of money left for Steel, but the rest not so much. So saving at least a gun is going to be very important, and if you're going to save one, it's going to be the AWP. They're going to go hunting, having picked up the second op themselves.
Just Henny surviving at this point, trying to save the AWP.
Watch for Papa. Papa's coming in. And he's going to be a sitting duck and have no idea. Pasha, misses his chance, but at least has the information. They'll start to encroach upon him and rightfully put him down. Big round. 5-round reset. All 5 stay alive, and they keep the second op. They carry it over, which is a big, I guess, lack of investment, if you will. They don't have to spend upon that, so now they can carry it and keep it alive.
Great round generally there from Virtus.pro. Immortals can't go back to that double orb setup. It has to be Henny once again, who has been playing very well, I have to say. Asher opening things up from the connector. Finds that first pick. 2 as well. Nice 180 turnaround. Double orb setup on the T side. Not that common we see it, but Virtus.pro, they've run it on a few maps. And Henny this time. Not great movement to get himself up towards short. Trying to get the first pick. Hasn't been towards short as of yet. We'll see as he pushes up towards top of middle. This could be something special. If he gets his first pick, it's going to rattle Virtus.pro, but he hits it!
What a shot to hit Neo. You would have expected him to hit that every single time. Clean peek, no smoke, and Henny somehow snaps back without him being inside of the circle of vision.
Back and forth. The orb goes down though. Still with 2 up, it's Virtus.pro. Time in their favor. Couple of kits there for Immortals. Lucas down to the SMG. It's Snacks being very patient, looking for the jump up from the C2, who could be hunting for information. They will be finishing up a beat from what I can see at the moment. All 4 players in the B apartments. They've lost map control everywhere else, so you'd assume this is where the final play has to come through. Smokes are available. I think they do a contact play here, but it's a nice incendiary there. They'll have to commit.
Timing is everything. They have to commit through it. But it's the rotation of KNG that becomes the factor. It's not an AWP to cut off cross, but he does hit bomb. That drops it inside. As you say, they were committing anyway. But this forces the issue. Good find from Pasha. It opens up the chance to re-grab it. Flank shut down as well. Taz is able to spot it. They still get it down to just 2 players remaining, so they're not out of the woods just yet. Lucas goes. No kit, but he finds a kill before the plant comes in. 21 seconds. Still on the UMP. Pasha looks to get aggressive. AWP in hand. Commits to the plant. Lucas won't jump through just yet. Wants to make sure it's absolutely full and down. Not a fake to bait. Lucas to wait in the window. SMG gets the shot, pulls it back. A reset comes in, so the last round with all 5 is what matters now, and it's going to help Virtus.pro.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact is they do keep 5 alive. The bomb going down as well. Money will be pretty decent, actually. It is a reset in terms of loss bonus, but they're okay. Lucas, I have to say that's really nice from him. Coming through the window at the perfect time. Didn't get baited out. Wanted to actually be patient at that point as well. Made Pasha believe he could possibly come through that window area. 6-1. All comes out once again. 4 AKs around it. Money actually not fantastic for Immortals. Sure, they're winning rounds, but only 1 player surviving the previous. 2 double orb after saving it from the last round. Got a UMP for Lucas once again. M4's there as well. A couple of kits. You can see Lucas still on bolts. Lucas especially just in 1 flashbang. Money's hardly fantastic, but KNG, he is. He manages to hit another shot, takes down Pasha very early onto the round. Pasha wanted the challenge there. KNG not missing a single shot, it seems, at the moment.
KNG still with the op. Flash timing effective. Good entry for Snacks, but they lose Neo. And every kill counts against VP. Molotov down rather than smoke. Good jump up, good movement from KNG. He's burning, but he's found a gap between the flames. Taz gets a better gap toward jungle. Walking on eggshells, they hurt toward the site. Not enough smokes down to cover off every position, and Biawi can't pull it back. 7-1 for Immortals.
Still fantastic from Connector there once again, and that's the round that counts. Virtus.pro with a faster approach towards the A-bomb side there. Couldn't get much going at all. Shut down across the board. KNG with the first shot there. It was Pasha that wanted to investigate the A-ramp, but shut down. His teammates in a 5-on-4, trying to fully commit, went all in. Get those refrags, but still looking too strong right now. The whole Immortals unit's looking too strong for them. Round number 9. Money is in the bin once again. They take a pause to work out what's to play. Second stage loss bonus. There's the first shot. The brilliant shot from KNG. Finish it off with a nice stylish one there as well.
More movement than Verstappen under braking. Jumps up to hit the second shot. We haven't seen as much taunting from Immortals. I think they might not want to play that card.
I think, yeah, again, this room especially, I feel like just keep your head down, play the game. Again, it's like another foreign team, I guess it's fine, but it might be a bit too much for them. So it has to be the eco here.
And fast. Bomb's the only player, if you want to call the Bomb a player, Biawi's the only one not going in toward the apartments early. Steel is going to get a little more forward as well. Decent deep Molotov smoke down, nade in, no damage done as they head down below in the stairwell. And they've split back to a 3-2 formation instead. Immortals are just winning out in so many situations. Boost up, Molotov's going to tag Pasha. They know someone's at least under the window, but do they know they're in it? Nade almost makes contact, a collision noise with Snacks. And the sounds that their collision makes goes overlooked. Snacks is able to take down bolts, give some position. They finally have connector control, but again, it's KNG they have to beat. This guy looks incredibly amazing so far until shut down by close proximity. What a shot, Pat Biawi. But Steel somehow gets away with one as Neo should have had him dead and down. And puts it to a 2 versus 2. Taz is the one to pick up the AWP. Not the one you normally see with the weapon. Biawi gets close because he's still left on just a pistol. No CT consideration, Snacks. Excuse me, Taz, not quite in position. Tagged back under Shadow. Has to be so careful on 35. Biawi's lower. He's down. He's going to have to be perfectly back in. First shot,
oh
not
my
there.
God.
Couldn't hit it. Steel with a wide peak entry. He's going to make it 8-1 for Immortals.
Steel is looking amazing right now. The shots he's hitting, the positions he's recovering from as well, the 180 shots coming in. Sure, that's up against essentially an eco, but the fact of the matter is they were losing weaponry left, right, and center. He's finding the shots, winning the 2-on-2, waiting for his teammates as well. But aim team crisp, everything's on point, and now he extends the lead to 8-1. It's round number 10. Virtus.pro can't get into this game so far. Taz, as you said, not known to be an AWP, stuck in Shadow, had Molotov flashes running towards him. He had to try and go for the aggressive pick, and showing some signs of frustration there.
Yeah, pressure definitely on at this point.
Yeah.
They're a team of experience who can build back in. 5-1, 6-1, okay, something there. 8-1, and money is in tatters. It's also building again for Immortals. They broke them once already. It's still close enough, but it's KNG. Keeps finding openings above the smoke this time toward mid. Virtus.pro has yet to establish that position in a fashion by which they can take advantage of connector. They flood out with pistols in the last round. It nearly works. And like you say, Steel with the 180 shot on Neo. Killed the last chance. Bolts finds Taz as well. Back on guns, they need kills. Snacks will be the first to find one. Hometown for Snacks, by the way. So more than anything, he'll want to make this work, but Steel's taking it over from him.
Home server for Steel, I'm afraid. He's actually just running away with this game. Looking very good indeed. Pasha, though, 4 versus 1. We'll see if he can do anything with this. Bombs down and connected. There's the first kill. Something to build upon, but I'm not believing just yet. Up against the double orbs. And all right, now we've got a chance.
50 seconds he's got time to work with bomb as well. They're divided. Are his biceps big enough to push the plow? Because it's stalled and they need to get to a gas station. They desperately need a round. Back through vent, potentially. Doesn't want to chance it. Movement gets slowed. Has the sight to work with. Lucas, oh, just barely goes under the crosshair. Walks in when he looks away. What a shot! What a shot from Pasha. 6 HP. Plants as open as he possibly dare in the sight. And how does he choose to approach it? Stay on the AK because an AWP was down. It's going to be a one-shot wonder. He's gone towards CT. Fans will urge him over, and he's going to be audacious. He's going to go all the way back through vents. Henny just came from there. This was a 1 versus 4. The play of Pasha's life. It's planted so open. Henny's going to have no idea. Smoke goes onto it. He's not peeking it yet. Pasha needs patience. Henny spotted. He knows he's not on it. Gets him in the open! Push it all day long. The plow's got wheels on it still. No gas, but it will roll. Best round I've ever seen from him in his entire career. That is brilliant.
He said it in the first map. They just need a round like that to wake them up, reinvigorate the side, and his passion to find it. With the AK-47 no less as well, the fantastic play to go through CD spawn. It looked like Immortals had this game on lockdown. But Pasha, he's broken their money and possibly their spirits as well. Down to Deagle, CZ, one famous as well. Pasha back on the AWP. I think that's what they needed. That's Immortals now to return.
1 versus 4 to break the economy. As you said, maybe the spirits as well. They've got to do a lot more than that to take down Immortals, but this is a start. Good pushback for Steel. Make sure he doesn't go any further. AWP nearly gets bolted and ready, but they'll control it. No mistakes. Experience has to win out versus youth. 4 years as a team, the oldest roster active. And perhaps the loudest fans in the world. Henny in the corner. Taz down, spray transfer B. Owie wins it. Lucas is working his way back in on the Deagle, but it looks like Virtus.pro will avoid another reset. No need to peek, no need to chase. He's only got armor, boys. It's nothing more. Has a flash, and he can afford to make this expensive, and he knows that as well, so he'll go. What a shot to start it off on Snacks.
Yeah, he's got a chance, and there's no kid, of course, but trying to limit Virtus.pro as he gets into it. Lucas, Neo and Bialy in front of him. They'll just be holding towards that kitchen angle. Should be the shot for Neo. Can't land it just yet. The round will be theirs. And he could find another kill here. He does. Takes down Neo. Now it's getting expensive. Up to Bialy to find a final frag, which he will. Immortals force buying into that, and certainly has to be the eco next round. Virtus.pro 2 in a row. Courtesy of Pasha Biceps. Round number 12. 8-3 the overall scoreline now. Still a huge lead for Immortals, but showing some signs of weakness. They were looking so powerful. Now Virtus.pro the chance to get themselves back into it. Here's the nice Deagle shot from Lucas. Very good.
Makes it expensive.
Keeps them modest.
Doesn't love it, does keep them modest, but again, they're back to the pistol, so Virtus.pro can still take advantage of it. Again, can't show any further cracks. B open. Steel, I believe, is actually even down below waiting to try and flank, but forget the flank, forget the tactics, just get the bomb down. Round by round. Taz gets Henny. They'll push to find Lucas, smoked off. Do they concede kills where they know there's an SMG in play? Taz already's gotten one on the UMP. It's the only gun they make contact with, so perhaps they just say it's not worth it. We've invested nothing. Pasha takes down bolts to the edge of a wall.
Yeah, that is definitely an approach you can go with. Just deny them any sort of money to swell at that point. It's $600 per kill. Taz gets with that weapon. Maybe it's not even worth the hold. Really tight angles for Taz, finding more. Another kill towards KNG. He wants to get as much as he possibly can here for sure. You can see he's the one just searching everywhere he possibly can. Gets another. That's 3 in total now. Lucas, the last remaining player. He's towards CT spawn. Should survive. There's not really much to say. Trying to get an exit frag, hoping there's a low HP player on shore, but has to give in. Money's still not fantastic, you know. It's 8-4, but Virtus.pro have got them on the ropes.
Exactly.
Immortals won't have the AWP.
It is exactly the ropes. They keep 5 alive. That was the important aspect against just the pistols, and no AWP, as you just mentioned, for Immortals. No timeout yet for Immortals. Perhaps letting it extend a little further before they feel absolute pressure. If they lose this gun round, maybe there's something further to consider. Back to the apartments for VP. What penetrates Steel? A big bullet from Pasha's AWP to pierce directly through to the B site. Bolts has come back over. KNG at the top of middle becomes a threatening factor. More so that Lucas is there to bait and switch.
It's a lovely setup. I love this from Lucas and KNG. One watching the underpass. KNG, he holds towards top of middle. Virtus.pro very slow in their approach right now. Round the 13 is the closing sectors here of the first half. Virtus.pro resurgence since Pasha found that amazing 1v4. Looked like this game was done. They head towards the B apartments, all 5 players map, Steel and Bolts. A formidable duo. Can they hold them off?
Stack mollies, one on balcony, one below. Steel's tag, below the window, good transfer! What is that from Bialy as he turns it all the way around? Bolts is traded back. But Lucas will get Snacks and follow it to take the aforementioned entry frag. Bialy goes down, Lucas has to back off of the catwalk position, no eyes toward it. Neo goes back toward bomb. 1 versus 3. Let Pasha be the inspiration. He's going to play a little more with the bait factor of bomb. But every time he misses a shot and gets in the open, they get closer, and Immortals will pick up the gun round.
It was looking so good for Virtus.pro there, but I have to say, Lucas saving the day from short. Coming in at the perfect time. We said Steel and Bolts, a formidable duo. They should be able to handle that, but decent Molotovs towards the end of the balcony. Virtus.pro exiting out the window itself. Steel had to drop off, got very chaotic, and this was a shot. You loved it, Bialy found him, but Lucas, he comes in for the mop-up there with the short control. M4A4 in hand, and denies the round. 9-4 now. Ooh, bit of fire there from Steel. He couldn't believe that shot from Bialy either, it seems.
Well, believe it or not, they win the round. Good entry from Taz. They'll continue on with pressure. No shot from KNG to return just yet. They've got to get that smoked off. Mid-sight smoke for Fast Plant. Molotovs instead. No angle to spam through because he's forced so far back that Pasha's almost able to get an entry, or rather, angle onto him instead. Henny and Bolt's already on the retake. Pasha better be believing again that he can do something heroic. Get Neo close by on the AK.
Oh,
Get Neo very close by. His turn for the 1-on-4. Home planted open side of box. He's got a chance, but he's got a headshot. Starts off. They're on it. Can't find the headshot on Steel. If he did, it was low enough HP on KNG. But it's 10 now for Immortals, so momentum ceased.
KNG only gets one kill there, but very good job to stay alive for so long. Virtus.pro completely changing the pace at that point as well. We've seen lots of slow defaults, final B commitments, a couple of A splits, this time full on, I guess we'll call it combat play, more of an A rush up towards that A ramp, trying to shut down that first kill. And they didn't smoke CD Spawn for so long. They had to adjust and pull the Molotovs out, get in safer positions, try and hold that angle. But at that point, we had the players rotating in. Steel, Lucas doing great jobs, and KNG to finish it off with the AWP as well. Double digits as we go into round number 15. It's 10-4. It's a mishmash of a buy. They have to go for the execution here. Smokes towards the site. Molotovs down, flash over. Hope for the best. It's Pasha Biceps on the scout. He's had some amazing rounds so far, but he goes towards the B side of the map, presumably towards underpass eventually, while his teammates set up with the smokes. Snacks alone in the palace. KNG and Lucas swapping position this time. KNG focusing towards middle.
Pushing through.
Hello. Rush him down.
Saw the feet showing, and I think he must have been caught looking at the radar. I wasn't watching his eyes, but slow reaction. Steel's able to chase him down exactly that with the AK-47. Snacks and Neo, the only two left alive. Round 15, have to commit. Still a minute and 17. Smoke down. Next, Snacks. Oh, you know it. You know he's going to go through. The sound to his left. He's not sure if there's a second player inside of it. Bolts down by Neo, gives him the confidence, gets the call. And an SMG gets far too close to an AWP. Neo!
Oh!
Ooh, the shot from KNG. They know where Snacks is. He still has the AWP. Misses the shot. Goes for another no-scope, but he can't find that one either. And it's 11-4 Immortals.
Great half once again from the Immortals side. Similar scenes to what we had on Inferno. Immortals running away with it. And the rounds that really stand out, of course, Matt, the one before the Pasha, we thought that would be enough. Get them back in this game, but Immortals is too strong. They just look like a great unit right now. It's not the Immortals we're used to seeing. Maybe let's go back a year when they're new on the scene. They've got great aimers, lots of talent there, but their approach to the game was poor. Their defaults weren't really there. They kept losing to 4 spies, and they would always be close to being a great team, but never quite made it. This is the best looking Immortals I've ever seen. And just to reiterate as well, and Immortals just lost their best player in the form of FNX. Looking amazing, and this is up to Virtus.pro now. They're already a map down, really need to step up here in the second half. Goes without saying, this pistol has to be theirs, but Immortals, they win it, the game could be done. We'll have a look at the buys. 4 sets of armor for the Immortals side. PD50 and flashbangs for Bolt. That seems to be a buy he goes towards. We need to get a bit more range in terms of one-tap potential with the pistol there. And it's going to be a B rush, you know, I think. They're going straight in. Why not? You've got this huge bed of rounds. Let's just keep it fast, keep it loose. The flashbangs are decent. Pasha and Taz have to fall back.
Have to fall back, but they still have good established angles. Come on, Taz, get out, stay alive. Just bait in your teammate Pasha, but he doesn't quite have the angle. Reload for himself, but he still has the shot. And they've got a 2-man advantage with bomb down in the site. Best advantage they've had in a pistol in a while. The whole series. Bolts with 12 HP as well, can't do it. He's got to rely on the new boy, who's looked much to fame, and downed immediately. Rope-a-dope, you won't work out Virtus.pro. The Polish corner won't allow it either. But a long road ahead of them still.
Yeah, B-rush was the approach from Immortals there. No bomb going down. There's Taz and Pasha doing a good job with the USPs. We go into round number 2. Tech9s, Deagles. Here's a force buy from Immortals, and he's saying with a little bit more cash considering he's the AWP. Some $500 goes for a bit of utility. P50 in his hand. Can they do anything with this round? Surely Virtus.pro don't give this one away. They've got 2 rifles there, 2 UMPs and a scout.
Deagle for bolts, gets close to Palace. Bombs all the way back in T-spawn, so relying on information based on pick, if they can get one. Operative word. Biawi is with Pasha, even though he just has the scout to work with. So he has a support system if they try and overwhelm. No plant in the first round. Tech9 and Deagle plus armor investment means we, even if they find one here, likely wait till round 3 before we get a full buy. Pending a win, obviously, if somehow they pull this off.
We'll see. 40 seconds remaining map, and Neo aggressive towards short, manages to do damage, but there's the first couple of kills. Snacks and Neo charming in together.
They back off and switch the setup. It allows them to see toward the key where Lucas plays. Getting steal was the bigger kill by Snacks after he got the one at underpass. He knew he could afford to give position. And he will take down Lucas, and even if he had, Neo was also watching in toward Connector. Get in the sight though, and Henny's able to get one. Watch the 180 position. He'll only get one. 2 now for Virtus.pro since pistol.
Yeah, we're not done here yet. 11-4 for Virtus.pro. Do have run-up rating to work with their Glocks. Nothing else really for Immortals to buy. A 2K per player. Henny wants that open the first gun round as well, so he can't buy a single thing. There's a chance for VP to farm some cash here. MP9s, UMPs, scouts as well. Surely Immortals don't get more than maybe 1 kill here. Glocks, nothing invested at all.
Snacks getting up there. Deep early, still able to mow down 2. Back away and beat them into paint. Pasha, Neo as well. How does that go? Rusty hook taste in the lip? Well, around for Virtus.pro either way.
Going to the first gun round here. Immortals. We'll see what they bring to the table. No AWP to work with for KNG or Henny. AK-47s across the board. Brazilian teams showed us how to play this map at one point. In terms of the executions, what was possible. I'm sure we'll be seeing that at some point. Number 19 here. Bialy stays on the UMP, but Pasha brings out the sniper. I like that idea from Pasha. He's throwing the incendiaries to block the smoke, but either way, he is finding shots. Takes down KNG.
Cautious of ladder because Lucas has gotten inside of it. Great read by Pasha. Knows exactly what the rush and their lack of information means. As he positions accordingly, Pillar almost caught Bialy, but no one else will. He's got tricks up his sleeve. Shot from Henny. It's accurate. Watch the tapping because he's accurate twice. And a 3rd time. Pasha, you cannot afford to give that up. This cannot go to a 1 versus 2. These are the mistakes that are best left avoided.
Well, 3 versus 1 begins. Pasha low HP. Found 2 great shots already, but it's Henny with the AK-47. Time to work with here. 1 minute as he starts to make his approach towards the A bomb site. He'll be heading towards the lower ramp, but look at the positioning of Bialy. He's in such a strong place at this point. Nothing really Henny can do. He can't even check that position. He has to try and bait him out by faking the plant. He can't go all the way up there and try and work out if he's even possibly towards that area. If there's a smoke, sure, maybe he has a chance to win this one. He's got 2 kills so far. We won't count him out just yet, but Taz towards jungle as well, locking it down. This should be quite a simple procedure for VPs, just from Bialy's position alone.
They're almost better, yeah, to let Bialy stay there and play it as a 3 versus 1 retake. If he gets found and isolated and it goes to a 1 versus 2 with Pasha as low as he is, Henny can absolutely pull this back. In the sight, back is turned. Bialy could strike, perfect time! And he will concede to plant, which will allow money into Immortals, but that is the least of their worries. It's all about getting rounds on the board.
VP now. Looking incredibly strong in the second half. 4-0, Immortals, they haven't really got established just yet though. We'll wait till the orbs come out before we see what kind of damage they can do here in the second half. But Virtus.pro definitely making this a possibility at this stage. We'll have a partial buy from Immortals this round. They're a 4th stage loss bonus at the moment. Pasha with some incredible shots, I have to say, towards short. And vent position as well. Tech9's Deagles. Smokes to work with as well. As I said, the partial buy. Definitely will be able to get the guns out next round. Round number 20. Towards the A side we go. And Gianni's got aggressive on the A ramp.
Back on their feet, but the Tech9s get silenced with their own beat. Snacks always manages to let them go by, but only this time for one as they spot him late. Talk about stepping up in a half. Bialy has looked excellent so far. Inevitably able to hold off. A-Main won't go down. In fact, I was about to say inevitably will go down as he's overwhelmed, but manages to secure the position. It's 2 rounds between them.
Pretty simple stuff there for Virtus.pro, locking off the Tech9 approach towards the A site. There is a pause coming in now, it makes sense. Immortals finally having money to work with. There's 7K for Henny. Could certainly bring the AWP out. They could do the double AWP set if they wanted to. We both know that Immortals look their absolute best with that setup. Just look at the scoreboard right now as well. KNG, 17 kills. Same story for Bolts as well. It's Henny who's on 13. Lucas has dropped off slightly. Looking at the CT side, Bialy with 14. Pasha though, with Snacks leading the way with 16 and 15 kills respectively. We'll see what happens here. Double AWP set up for the CT, Snacks and Pasha. That was quite a scary combo before. Just a single AWP set up for Immortals here. I can't wait to see what Henny's got up his sleeve. Been a rough second half here for Immortals so far. You said if they won the pistol, that could have been it, but it went against them. And now Virtus.pro looking for revenge here in the second map.
Revenge that will invigorate, but this time Bialy not able to get as much success toward A-Main as he tries it again. Weaponry a little more great this time for Immortals. Taz goes shadow. Watch above it. Pasha's already got steel down. Pop flash out. Well timed. Well timed indeed. Back turns. Taz is absolutely a devil indeed. Pasha gets another shot toward Lucas. But Henny has it all to do this time. Has his AWP, not an A. Oh, tag as well immediately as Pasha's wide. Goes to the pistol.
Here we go, Matt. Now we really have got a game on our hands. Immortals is the first pick as well. It's a 5-on-4 situation. But Taz stepping up with the rifle. And it's Immortals that can't seem to get into the next level of this stage. Haven't posted a single round here. As we go 6-0 for VP. Another partial buy coming through. Lucas with the AK-47. In terms of bomb plants, we've had one so far. And that was due to the 3-on-1 situation where Lucas sucked his way in towards the A site, but ultimately had no chance to win the round. Will be a B smoke execution round here. Bomb will be planted, hopefully, for them. We've got the AK-47 Lucas. He has to find the kills. Taz to try and deliver the frags.
Tried to, but he's got to have his eyes first. Oh, they've gone directly by. First one success. He's lost track of the other two, which leaves him a sitting duck, but at least gets one on entry. Oh, Snacks back into it, Neo. Oh, he's got to be better than that. Bomb down. Still very cautious of overextending with only 6 HP to get the M4. He'll wrap back through an open door toward the checker room. Bialy's inside of it, so if he peeks out, Bialy's ready. Not quite for the double spray, though. Peak potential far too strong. Burning alive, though, is Henny. Forced out, Snacks finds it. Lucas gets information as to one. Now he's got the advantage as well. Snacks on 16. He's got to be perfect. Play the bomb to absolute perfection. He's trying to hold this. There's no way Lucas doesn't check it. Goes out, Snacks realizes it. And it gets awkward, but the round, I'm afraid, is too far gone. Snacks tries everything he can, but Lucas will win it. The second for Immortals.
That's the first.
On the T side, it is the first. You're right, 12. It hit the board before I could see it, so they were 11, they get 12.
That was a little partial buy there from Immortals as well. Smokes towards that B site, coming through with Taz. Perfect position. He could have waited 5 more seconds before he made his final commitment. He gets one, and as you said, near through the window. Couldn't really get much done at all. Comes down to the 2 versus 1. And we do see Lucas posting some decent frags there as well. Very good stuff in that respect. And it's up to Virtus.pro to buy back into this round.
If you mirror this situation in an opening half, a team goes 6 and then loses 1.
you look at it in a positive light because you talk about a reset potential. It was a 1 versus 1. So much reinvestment required for Immortals. But when the pressure's on, you can't afford to give up anything. It's 12-10. If they go to 13-10, money is going to be dire, therefore, for Virtus.pro, and that might be the writing on the wall. If they can win this, they take control.
That's correct. This is huge as we enter round number 23. Sure, it's been a one-sided affair in the second half, but Immortals win this one, you're right. They bounce back. This is a full investment. Double orbs as well with Virtus.pro. Henny looking to challenge towards that connector position. His rival this time will be Snacks. He's in the window, but Neo, he likes to get aggressive towards short, flirting with the idea as he falls back.
Bounces to the underpass. Snacks backs off of mid. Actually conceded it almost in its entirety until they reset and deploy utility toward A. That's utility that's been bled. 2 smokes left. 3 kits. 1 incendiary.
45 seconds now, very slow, patient round from Immortals here. Smokes potentially be deployed towards A. This round means everything. They do this, they're so close to making it to the grand final. It's all leading to this moment right now. The smokes will be deployed. The orbs are ready. It's Bialy, who's been fantastic so far, looking towards Palace, misses the shot, but smoked off, and the final commitment comes in. There's a gap though.
Massive gap. That's so sloppy on execution. Bialy isn't in position to take advantage, but Snacks certainly is. AWP drops bomb as well. That means they have to recommit. Good find, therefore, for Lucas. Still an all-important round. And a massive frag from Pasha. Gave them a lifeline in the first half. This time he may give them more than that as he finds a third. What a game.
Oh dear, the crack's starting to show for Immortals. We built up how important this round was, but in terms of the momentum now, it's firmly in the favor of Virtus.pro. Money in tatters once again. We had 1 player survive for Immortals, that's the AWP, but that execution, we said the Brazilian teams established the way that should be done and how precise the smokes can be. There's huge gaps there. They try to make up for it. The connector was fully exposed, and Pasha, more smoke antics from him, nails absolutely everything. It's now 12-11, and the force spike comes through. This could be the end of Immortals. This doesn't work out for them. Basing it around the fact they have the AWP. Tech9's out, UMP's there as well. Henny hoping that A aggression comes in, but Snacks, he's changing position, but it's Bolt going 1 step further, takes him down with that Tech9, and now they've got a secondary up to work with. Get that in the hands of KNG right now, but he's fighting, he's already busy, he's taking down Pasha and Connector.
This is big because Steel's got position on Taz. The overextensions. They're trying to make up for the lost ground. Snacks went for that same play against Na'Vi in New York. And he made it work, in fact, hit a collateral after taking down 1 in Palace. This time it's gonna haunt them. Immortals striking back. Neo's just fighting to survive at this point. AWP for KNG posted toward the vent. No chance to go any further. Neo's gotta head toward the apartments.
Hey, with Snacks, I actually like that play. Most of the time I commend Orbers go towards Palace and mix things up, but what a shot with the Tech9 there to open things up. It certainly opened the floodgates generally as well. The CT's trying to react, pushing the apartments, but getting picked off 1 by 1. And just as I said, give that orb to KNG. He finds a kill with the SMG towards a connector position. 1 by 1, Virtus.pro got picked off, and that was a desperate round for Immortals. 1 orb, Tech9's, UMPs, but they make it work.
That's the round that saves them. They go 12-12 and then down potentially because they're out of money. They're on 3 digits each. We just finished talking about the previous round being the Virtus.pro's chance to get back in. Well, that's kind of been lost. 74-50 for Neo. Taz 31-50, 21-50 Snacks, 41 and 39 Pasha and Bialy. They've got to come up with a decision now, and honestly, I'm going to say you got to go for it at this point.
With the saved AK and Neo on $7,000, yeah, definitely. I think they'll certainly force into this round. We can drop orbs. We have the AK, and Pasha can certainly buy as well. Double orb set out there for Immortals, as we said. They're normally their absolute best, regardless whether it's T or CT side. Virtus.pro do indeed bring out the AWP. Do or die time. You're just joining us. I have no idea where you've been. This has been a very epic second map. It was a Bit of a stomping on San Inferno. Immortals looked fantastic there. Virtus.pro didn't really arrive. And it looked to be a very similar affair here on Mirage as well. Immortals posting 11-4 in the first half. So here we come. Finding ourselves at the crescendo, potentially of this best of 3. It's out to Virtus.pro to bring out a couple of M4s, an MP7, Neo with that saved AK. It's pretty decent, all things considered. But if Immortals can find this, Virtus.pro will officially be broken, and it'll be 14-11. Double orb set up, and Henny, he's going aggressive towards the B apartments. Won't find anything just yet, smoked off. It's Taz on the other side. Surely doesn't get picked through the smoke. He jumped, came very close to doing so.
That's not the way to go down. Off angle, box beside Van. Bomb in the apartments as well for Immortals. Hesitant, I think, is the word for Virtus.pro right now.
I think for both teams, no one wants to fully commit right now. It's the very slow play which we saw from Immortals on the Inferno map, and that's where they look their best. Trying to work out what kind of buy Virtus.pro have got, bleed them out the best they can, but yeah, they're just back towards B. KNG in middle, got that secondary orb. It's such a strong fragger for them. Heads up into that position, still in the underpass of the bomb for now. Bolts posted at the A ramp. I would say the A split is very likely at this point, dropping their utility now. Snacks and Bialy alone on A. Bash has taken the bait. He's got the AWP as well. Still with the bomb. Time ticking away. We hit the 40-second mark, and I feel like the final commitment comes in momentarily.
Neo could be a massive factor in this, but KNG has an AWP looking toward this corner. Yes, they had a perfect headshot when they go up connector. He's not able to find it right away. Thankfully gets out of dodge before the damage comes through. Goes back, and that's the AWP I mentioned. Good positioning. Bolts able to take down Snacks. No shot on the AWP, no shot will come through on the AWP. Lucas, a better placed bullet on the AK, and Taz has to concede back away. It's gonna go 14-11 and no money for Virtus.pro, none at all.
Second stage loss bonus, lost the AWP. 5 players surviving for Immortals, it's gonna be 14-11. This should be it. If ever there's a chance to close out of a game, this is the best chance you'll ever get. They're saving 3 AWPs from the Immortals side. Maybe that's just to deny one of them at the end, make sure it can't be taken away. I wouldn't like to see that go into the next round. But they do know VP are officially on the ropes. They're almost out the ring right now. Taz, he'll stay alive for now. Definitely worth the hunt. If we can take him down, they'll have $2,000 per player.
Bolts might get close enough, Lucas as well. Hunt is definitely on. Faces, Lucas spots him. Bolts, I don't think it's gonna be quite close enough to get inside. He's just gotta hold the wall. Hold the wall, gets the kill, and that should keep him alive. So they do keep at least 1 gun. And it is just the double up carried over as a result of it as well.
M4 survives. This is pretty much it for VP. Need to dig deep here. 2K per player. Are they taking the eco here? Are they doing it again, Matt? Looks like they are. They're gonna have to save the 1 M4. Not by anything around it here. That's almost guaranteeing Immortals series point here. Grand final point for a team that's never been in a major before. This would be unprecedented. Bolts feeling brave as he walks in towards B, but he's getting dicked up. He finds the shot, takes down Bialy, 5 on 4 now. 1 step closer to it.
Is in for Steel to start clearing inside of connector. This time though, it's Taz. The 1 gun boosted up does work. It's the angle Neo got found from last time, but Neo is found by the same weaponry, different wielder. It's KNG who does step up with 1 on Pasha, but it's Henny that got him instead.
Indeed.
Snacks and Taz again has the gun that wants to be saved. Needs to be saved as they'll be playing for overtime. Tournament life on the line. Gambit already in the finals.
What a major final that would be.
Gambit versus Immortals. It would be a challenger team making it into the finals as well.
Well, Taz now with Snacks. They've got rifles to work with. Damage inflicted. 4 versus 2. This could still fall apart on the Immortals side. 1 more kill should guarantee it as well, but Taz smoked out. Snacks chiming in. He is the master. Now left in a 3-on-1 situation. No kit to work with, no armor, but he has got the AK. He's surprised us before. Can he get anything done with this one?
Spots the shoulder of KNG. That's going to put them low. Molotov, 1 tick, but it forces them even further back. Shots are required. He's a monster. Hometown, they're all so low, but down immediately. Good shot from Lucas. Immortals find map point. And dead silence in the arena. Last chance for Virtus.pro.
It's good to see Immortals keeping their composure as well. You can see in the booths yesterday, completely different story. Every round they win, they're out of their chairs, they're losing their minds. Today, they're concentrating on the prize, looking at that grand final, trying to get at the finish line right here. Virtus.pro took the eco in the previous for this moment. 4 rounds in a row required for overtime. M4's available, the Orcs have a Pasha. No defuse kits to work with here, but they do have a little bit of utility. I think they have to go a little bit more aggressive this time. And trying at the first stage, Pasha seems to think so as well. But it's Henny that takes him down, 5 on 4 now. 1 round away from the grand final, but Neo, he doesn't want to let that happen. He finds a kill back in return as he takes down Steel.
And this isn't a 4 on 4, this is a 5 on 4, but it's the fans that have to get behind Virtus.pro right now if they want any chance to keep this going. Bolts starts to look out, finds the shot on Bialy. Not done just yet, Snack's gonna rotate over. Bomb does approach the A site, no smoke down. Double AWP means they wanna leave the options open. Good shot from Bolts. Neo and Taz are the last left. In a home event, Neo misses the spray but composes himself. Takes out one of the 2 AWPs. Bolts is extremely low as well. No position control just yet. No kits as well. They've got to be quick. Neo knows it. AWP for Henny is posted inside a Palace, watching those exact stairs. Shoulder peaks need to be the name of the game. Nade in, damage done. 7 is all he has to work with, but it's the op if it misses that will matter more. No peek. Henny to control it. Taz goes to the smoke. Taz goes to the smoke. He won't find it. It's done. Immortals from a minor to a major final. A Brazilian team will be in the grand final of a major again, but it's not SK. It's the Twins and the King who's carried them through. And hearts break. Virtus.pro, what a run, but they cannot go further.
Congratulations, Immortals. What a story. You're absolutely right. The minor, the major qualifier, their first major, and now they're in the grand final. What a crazy turn of events.
And what a game. You cannot dispute that they showed up and played amazing Counter-Strike, but you've also got to salute Virtus.pro. Months and months of issues since the last major and DreamHack Las Vegas, and they perform like this in front of their home crowd. Yes, they deserve an applause for it, absolutely.
I have to say, this is one of those events, Matt. It wasn't the fact that Immortals got here through some spectacular individual performances or a crazy 40 bomb from one of their players. They played as a solid unit. They were here, they were playing great Counter-Strike along with the amazing aims. This is a team that could be a world contender now. They're looking incredibly hot at this point, taking out some huge aims on their path to the grand final, and they can still win this up against Gambit.
That's going to be a brawl.
It is, absolutely. 2 teams looking incredibly hot right now, but Immortals, they've fixed their issues and are looking much better as a team.
And it is the fact that everyone is showing up. Henny had an incredible game today. He's been the one that's been off when Lucas is on. There's been all sorts of back and forth, you know, it's seesaw effect. One's really good, one's not. KNG has really added to the depth of this roster, and I have to credit him. They're looking very, very good. And the problem is when they're all firing like this, it's very hard to counter-strat. Zeus is going to have his work cut out for him if they're going to sit down tonight and look at what comes into the grand final. And again, for Virtus.pro, look, potentially the best fans in the world. That deserves a salute as well, but it's Scott standing by on the stage with Immortals.
All right, Steel, you did it. You beat Virtus.pro in their own house. How's that feel?
Man, words cannot describe. Look at this crowd. To beat them, people do not imagine how hard it is.
You came in, challenged your team to legend team to now in the grand finals. You brought 3 guys that had never been on this kind of stage before. How's that feel for you and Bolts, you think?
Man, it's amazing because it's their first major for the Twins, for KNG. It was the first qualifier for KNG, so everything's so crazy for him right now. So man, happiness is the word.
So, Gambit tomorrow. Obviously you have some time to think about it, but obviously you watched the matches today. You think you got a pretty good idea what you're gonna do to them?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think we're gonna take a revenge because we lost to them on DreamHack Finals, so it's our chance to revenge.
Now, hopefully, the VP fans, since you beat them, they become your fans tomorrow, and you take it all the way to victory. Anything you want to say to the crowd or to the folks at home?
Man, I am 100% sure that this beautiful crowd is going to be on our side. So we're going to win, man. We're going to win.
Congratulations, man. That's it, Red Eye. Back to you guys.
Our grand final is set. The last two teams alive are Immortals and Gambit Esports. Not the words I thought I'd be saying 8 days ago, that's for sure. We called this potentially the surprise major, and that's exactly what we've got. We asked day one, Yanko, on this very desk, and we said, is this the surprise major? Are we going to get not just one strange team in the grand final, but maybe two qualifying teams? In the end, we've got a qualifying team in the form of Immortals for the first time here, and Gambit for the first time ever.
I think after we saw FaZe drop out 0 and 3, we could realize that some weird things were going to happen in this tournament. But this, I don't think anyone could have ever imagined. I just love the fact that Steel is talking about revenge and mentioning that they met last time at DreamHack Open Austin tournament in the grand finals, which was like coinciding with Sydney at the time, so you didn't have all the top teams there. And now those two teams are going to play each other at the major grand final. How mad is that?
It is mad. We're going to take you through some of the highlights of this second match, where I have to say, Jason, that the key thing for me, and Henry picked up on this in the commentary, is the calmness of Immortals today. Where has that come from? Because this is a team that we know jumps all over each other, they shout and they scream, they want to get in the opposition's faces. We saw that in the quarterfinal. Has Fallen gone round there and had a chat with them and said, guys, if you just stay calm here, you can win this?
You'd hope so. I mean, it's the evolution that's required to get to the next step, is being calm and collected and being able to think through processes, not just having to ride your emotions, because that does a lot of good for you at times, but it can do a lot of bad as well. And it is good. Maybe he did talk to Fallen, because that's Fallen's tricks, is you go in after you win and then you grab the home crowd advantage for the grand final as well. You make sure you get him on your side and everything like that. You could see Steel doing that a little bit there.
Listen, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's give credit where credit is due. Immortals played amazingly well in these series. They played exactly the way they needed to, with a lot of balls, with a lot of bravado, not being afraid of anything, not being afraid to take risks. And actually, it seemed like VP, in their desire, obviously, to perform before the home crowd and reach that grand finals, that they did get a little bit burned out, in a sense that playing a bit scared at times, not taking initiative, allowing Immortals to be aggressive, making some bad decisions at times for which they were punished by the Immortals guys.
It was crazy how effective the ops of Immortals were on the CT side, and it's equally crazy that Virtus.pro didn't have an answer to it, whether it was strategically isolating them, blocking them off, but the amount of times Immortals players got picked off Virtus.pro players in mid on the CT side, that's something where the smokes have been set for, like, the meta on this map has been set to prevent that from happening in so many different ways. I mean, it's very rare you see teams get that punished in middle by offers on the CT side.
It's just been sloppy Counter-Strike. I mean, you see, even from the first gun round, VP goes for, mid control, not straight away. They throw a second wave of smokes, and then they start crossing behind the top mid smoke, and they get picked off by Henny, and then the Molotov comes in. Like, the Molotov or connector needs to come in first. That forces Henny out of position. Then you cross mid, and then you take mid control. It's small things like that. That happened 2 times maybe. And then, trying to explode, KNG was ready towards the A-bombs. They're playing passive with his AWP. I think, if anything, VP had to switch way earlier to a more execute-heavy playstyle, because their default simply wasn't working. They were losing players left and right.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off there, Jason. I knew you were coming on the point. We will get that point in just a moment. But Steel is in the player area right now and joins us now. Lucas, my man.
That's a happy man right there.
Oh my God.
I am back.
Lucas, I said to you
back.
in the group stage, I said to you, wait a minute, let me just confirm this. You are now a legendary team. Do you remember I said that to you when you came out of the groups?
Not only legendary,
right,
but
Lucas, listen to these words. You are a grand finalist at the majors.
Yeah, bro. What can I say, man? We're in the finals of a major. Who could imagine that? Like, a tournament ago, we were crushed at the groups, and right now we are major finalists, man.
Yeah. I want to ask you, did you speak to Gabriel at all overnight or yesterday? Did he give any words of advice to you before you headed into this game?
To be honest, we didn't talk to him,
okay.
but yeah, we didn't talk to him.
All right. I just wondered, because you seem much calmer today.
You all seem very good. Was that a plan? You wanted to just stay passive? Because yesterday you were crazy in the booze. You were taunting the other team and giving them grief and jumping up and down and screaming, just like we normally see. Today, much calmer.
Yeah, man, we were talking about this, like, in our team, that if you want to play like this, like we played like today, we have to be calm, we have to be focused all the time. We were talking about this in the last interviews, that Brazilians are, like, so emotional, and this can be, like, your best friend or your worst enemy. So, yeah, we are, like, getting, like, our mentally is getting better.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. Gents, have you got any questions for Lucas?
Yeah, just generally, can you do your best, your very best, to put into words what it's like playing in front of this crowd? Because I know a lot of us, I know a lot of the viewers have no experience quite like it. I know a lot of us talk about it in theory. I know it's different for each person, but where does the crowd affect you the most as a player on that stage?
Man, I don't know how to do it, how to say it in English, but it's happening something on your stomach that is so good. People say when you are in love, something happens, man. It's the same. Really, it's the same. It's something on your stomach that you cannot describe in words.
But even then, they're not cheering for you.
Talk about it in terms of the gameplay. Like, does it actually, like, make it harder to be ineffective? Does it make it harder to focus on the game? Does it make it harder to win in clutch situations when you hear the chants against you?
Actually, this is much better for us, to be honest, man. We were talking about, man, let's silence this crowd. This is going to be our time. So this is actually, I think it puts a lot of pressure on VP, and it's good for their opponent because, yeah, the desire to silence the crowd, man, it's amazing.
Yeah, I have a question about Mirage and that 1v4 that Pasha had against you guys. I feel like if you are, the Immortals from yesterday, super emotional, you would have been very hype up until that moment. I think that 1v4 would have crushed you. Do you think like the calmness that you guys talked about and displayed in this game really helped that doesn't affect you as much?
Yeah, you were absolutely right. But after that clutch, we were so calm and so chill. We would, like, look at each other and say, it's okay. It's already, like, it's 80-3. So let's not, like, think about, let's play the next round. If it was yesterday, like especially on train, that the game was, like, so hard for us, we would probably lose.
Crazy stuff. It's been a great ride for us, watching you guys just evolve through the tournament and get better and better and better and reach the grand final. What are you going to dream about tonight, Lucas?
Man, I'm going to dream
Are you
like...
going to be able to sleep?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tough. I mean, remember the last interview that I said, man, tonight's going to be fun, but tonight I had to take some rest because I had to be, like, prepared for tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be hard to sleep, man. It's like a dream coming true.
Yep. All right, well, congratulations. Well done on reaching the grand final. We'll see you tomorrow in the Toron Arena again.
Thank you very much, guys.
Well done to Immortals. What a story this is. A qualifying team. We talked about them back in the North American minor when they couldn't get into the major in previous attempts. They not only get through the minor, they come through the qualifiers, and here they are in the grand final.
It's just those bloody Brazilians, Paul, have to be in the grand final
Personally,
one way or another.
The second way.
Can't get rid of them.
I love it. It's great. It isn't the Brazilian team that we thought would be here either, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're producing fantastic Counter-Strike players.
I think the big thing to look at with these two teams that we just saw is, the major is a matter of peaking at the right moment, and that's why there was some controversy, not controversy, but that's why there's some question marks when Astralis pulled out of Cologne. Are you going to come in too rusty to properly peak when you get to the playoffs? Virtus.pro, they spent so much of the past 3-4 months just not doing anything, not able to accomplish anything, struggling through tournaments, knocked out in group stages, and trying to peak at the right moment, but it's just too far to go from zero to the major. And you see Immortals coming in, and I mean they'd been competitive, they'd been in some grand finals, and this is just a perfect opportunity for them to come together as a team, figure out to calm down, players all stepping up, Lucas, KNG, Henny, all being impactful. This is just perfect timing from them.
Yep. Talking of that, Bolts has had a big game in this one as well. He's topped the scoreboard, which is going to come on your screen momentarily, of course presented by our friends at Boomio. He's picked up a 23 kill in that one, and it's the first time he's topped the boards, and we did mention him at the very beginning of the series. We haven't really seen too much of him. We've seen everyone else. We've seen everyone else had their moment in the sun, and he hadn't.
Yeah, this has been his map, Lucas, on map number 1. I think the most important frag Bolts got in this game was that Tech 9 kill onto Snags in that, half buy that Immortals went for. And you question whether, Snags should be that aggressive in apps when they know they're going to be on a weak buy. But again, Immortals across the board, you could see the game plan that was coming in was super clear. Let's be aggressive. Let's take the game to VP, not play scared. And the fact that they were able, I really thought that the 1v4 from Pasha was going to be the kickstart for the Plow, and they're going to come back and take this into a third map. But Immortals just said no.
Yeah, and it was a great clutch as well. I have to say that was one of the ones that we enjoyed the most so far through this tournament as well. Let's take a look at your MVP of this particular game as we wrap up our final thoughts on this one. And it is, of course, the man that topped the scoreboard, Bolts. 23 for 18, 97.3 ADR.
The reason why I mentioned in the pre-show that Bolts was so important for this team to step up, and he's been such a big part of their success in the past, is because you can see this team loves the double op setup. They love relying on it. They use it on the T sides as well. You need to have AK-47s. You need to have the riflers stepping things up, especially on the T side, because the ops can get you picks. They can find opponents if they make mistakes, but you need people having success progressing on the bomb site, pushing forward, allowing the operas to have time, to have space, to be able to find someone trying to peek out and trade those kills. Someone like Bolts is phenomenal for that. Lucas was the guy in the first map that was the MVP, another rifler. They need those guys who are going to be able to be aggressive and have success taking over the sites themselves.
Final thoughts on Virtus.pro, Janko? It's a better tournament than they perhaps thought they would have on the way in. We were talking about the slump that they've had over the last few months. It's given them something at least. They've made the top 4.
I think that's fair to say, but all things considered, it's still disappointing because this wasn't the level of performance that we saw from them earlier today. You see, even in the second half when they were making the comeback, the 2 rounds that they lost, the most crucial ones, were against, a Tech 9 half by Taz on the B bomb site. Good call to let the players go through, but then a bit unlucky with the timing, how the players just went around the corners and a couple of close clutches. But I think obviously they're going to be disappointed with this, regardless of their performances coming up into this tournament. The bracket was a little bit open for them. Gambit in the grand finals, no Astralis, no SK, no FaZe, none of those teams. I think they also felt like this was their tournament to win.
Thank you very much, gents. We are going to close the show down. It is time to close day number 2 here in the arena. We've got just one more day remaining. And after thousands of teams entered the qualifying system 3 months ago, we are now down to just 2. It is the very special grand final coming tomorrow, of course, live from the Toron Arena. And it's Immortals versus Gambit. We'll see you then.